Uh, Here we go. She's on 5 to 7, 9 to 10 p.m. Fallback Productions. Talks about topics of the day and loves her country, the U.S. of A. Got her Get Right rally on tax day. Got family country Trump is her thing. She don't know the songs, gives Dave a hard time. Don't worry, it's fine, he's still her Valentine. Keeps us in the loop. Don't you know, sit back and enjoy the Lucretia U Show.
Hey, Troy Mitchell, what is going on? Hey, Cindy, I see you, girl. Y'all make sure y'all share. It is 5 o'clock somewhere, and it's tea time on the East Coast because it's very chilly outside, and it doesn't feel like the 2nd of June, but who cares? It's a Gemini season, and we're going to have a great time. You got Dr. Oz up there talking about fraud. You have Marco Rubio. They cannot stop that man and his one-line zingers. He is just the top of his dome, top of the dome. So he's been in a lot of committee hearings, and they cannot stump him, which makes him even more greater in my eyes. So welcome, everybody. Like I said, get on over there. And if I have not said this yet, share. And do not forget about the bundle packs. And if you are a part of Patreon, make sure y'all get on over there, get your promo code, get your discount code, and go ahead and get the bundle pack of the cup and the shirt. Appreciate it again for the 2 orders and yesterday, and we appreciate that. So like I said, we have bundle packs over there. It is the 250th birthday coming up, anniversary of the United States of America. And I'm shocked, just like a whole bunch of more people that live in Washington, D.C., or traveling up there or visiting are shocked. We didn't know those water fountains. We didn't know those was water fountains. I mean, I just thought they were statues just sitting in the middle of up there at the metro, going down the street, in front of some of the museums. All of this stuff that has been graffitied over or look trashy It looked very, very bad. Well, it's pristine in Washington, D.C. now. So amazing what one administration can actually do with our money the right way. So, hey there, what's going on? PNA from Wyoming. What's over there? You over there with Troy Mitchell? Hey there, I'm seeing this. Let me get back over here. Hey, Melissa, what's going on out there? Hey, Marsha. What's going on, Trish? Eddie, it's I don't know what this is. This is June the 2nd. June the 2nd, and it's cold in Georgia. Well, chilly. Anything in the 70s in June is crazy. Wow. What? And windy. Very, very windy, too. Hey there, what's going on? Dylan feeling today. You had the pleasure and the privilege of voting for Dylan. Don't we know Dylan feeling? We've had him on the show. We had him on the show. I can't wait to continue starting doing interviews again. Not right now. Not right now. Because right now in the state of Georgia, it's an election season. And I guess, were we supposed to vote today for the special election? Or is that next week? I don't know. I saw Burt Jones standing at a podium by himself during a debate. And now you got Jackson out here. And I'm not getting in that. I know who I'm voting for. Burt Jones. Who? Burt Jones. Who? Burt Jones. So I'm not getting in the middle of that hair knuckle dragging, pulling out. We used to be friends. Now we're not friends no more. You're voting for Jones. I'm voting for Jack. I ain't going through all that. You vote for who you want to vote for, as long as it's not Keisha Lance Bottoms. And before you get on here, don't ask me about the jury verdict. I don't give a damn. One more time. I'm not getting in that at all whatsoever about this jury verdict that found the Chinese shopkeeper innocent or acquitted. And then the other, I don't give a damn. So don't come here with the tit and the tatting, okay? One question I got to have. Where your children at? The boy was 14 years old. Why he had a gun? I don't give a damn why they chased outside or went outside. One more time. 14 years old, handgun, have an issue with problems. Choose your damn friends wisely. So this is the meaning and the definition. I'd rather be, judged by 12 than carried by 6. So I'm not getting into that because I'm already seeing people trying to bring in the race. Well, there was Chinese. What would you have done if it was a white man? Oh, you would have went harder in the paint. So the jury have spoken. Period. Zip it. You wasn't on that jury. We don't need no couch. I would have did. You wouldn't have did nothing because you don't live in that community. You are not a part of their peers. So you're on the sideline looking in, and enough of the jury found this man acquitted. So I'm not getting into tit for tat or the racism crap that I'm already seeing. I'm sure you're paying attention to what's going on in Texas, with the stabbing, and now it look like it's going to trial. Zip it on that too. We ain't finna bring in the black and white and Chinese. We ain't doing that. Don't do it on my page. So one more time. We're going to let all of the court stuff play out. Regardless, whatever the jury says happened, and they acquitted a man. So the next big racial case in America is the little black boy stabbing the little white boy, and you know what? I hope his ass fry. All right, then. Welcome, everybody, to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes, where you ain't finna. I'm not getting in that, Gene.
A black boy stabbed a white boy.
Yeah, the one over there in Texas. The one, the twin that actually. One more damn time. It's not smirky, funny, haha. What the hell ever. I'm not getting into that situation. You really haven't seen me put it on my page when it first happened, because I could have told you what was going to happen. That boy was not going to get a fair shake. I'm talking about the dead one. I'm talking about the one that actually lost his life for getting stabbed at, a track meet. I'm not getting into that either. Now that it's in the court system and it looked like it's getting ready to go to trial, I'm going to wait for the verdict of the jury. I saw the graduation where he accepted it for his twin. I had tears in my eyes. I appreciate the brother walk across stage, grabbing the diploma for his brother that is no longer here. But other than that, keep your racism self. You're not on the jury. Most of the time, you don't even vote. Okay, so zip it. We're not going to go there. So if you want to go over there, you could go to New York Post, World Star, any group out there right now. They have torn to sunders with this race. It's like, he's Chinese, well, he's a racist. I'm sitting here, oh my God, I'm not even going to respond to anything. Me personally, like I said, the jury has rendered their verdict. period. Next time, teach your kids better. Sheesh, with the fucking 14-year-old walking around with a handgun, going in, you know what the hell ever. And this is the whole scenario of when they saying, if hey, most black people don't survive out of their early 20s. For this right here, jeez, can we get out of our 30s, maybe 40s? Can we make it to 40s before that stereotype actually hit all of our kids? So I'm over it. So yeah, we just gonna watch this play out, and we don't have nothing to do with it. And I'm not taking sides of whatever the jury had to say. Hey there, Melissa. What's going on, Marsha? Like they said, they ain't got time for that. What's up, Dee Dee? Hey, what's going on out there, Addie? I had to say that because this all up and down my timeline. All up and down my timeline. I'm keep scrolling. I haven't responded at all, not even to the media side that's putting it out there. And I think I did say good. Hey there, hey Todd, how you doing out there? What's going on? Hey, Carol Ann. Let me get over here and see if anybody on my phone. Hey Sharon, oh wow. Hey Sharon Webb, what's going on? Do not hate each other. Get along. Hell no. That's far-fetched too. Stop thinking we got to get along with folks. Just leave people alone. Let them go about their way. You go about your damn way. Let the rest fall and let all this settle. But other than that, I'm not going to be a fake person say, can we all just get along? No, because some of them literally need to be shook. So I'm not one of those people either. So no, I'm not asking for everybody to get along. But what I'm asking is you give it at least 24 hours, 48, 72, a week, 2 years to flatten the curve before you jump out there and jump on somebody's bandwagon. This is what it means, being on somebody's bandwagon. But what you won't hear me ever say is say, hey, kumbaya. I ain't doing that. So I'm not finna be one of these liars and say we need to make peace. UNITY. UNITY. That's for unity. No, I ain't. No. Let Jesus do that. That's what he for there. That right there. Let Jesus do that. I'm not doing that. Then that makes me faker than fake than fake than fake than fake than fake than fake than get. You just ordered your mug. Troy got a bundle pack. Thank you, Troy. We appreciate that. It's like I said, I think this cool. And this is Dave's design. So if you see it out there on somebody else's shirt, be like, you couldn't think for yourself? Majority of other people in America. Yeah, we noticed. So yeah, that's Dave's design, and that's his hard work. So I appreciate that. Troy Mitchell just went over there and got a bundle pack. Hey, Sharon. And you too, Sharon. Stop letting people walk all over you just because. Let's stop that. You don't have to get along with anybody you don't want to get along with. That's a misnomer in 2026. Hey there, Sarah Smith. What's going on? Tracy Martinez. How you doing out there, everybody? I see my screen. Let me get on over here to Rumble. Hey, William. What's up? Beamer out there. Hey, Mopar Man. Speaking, everybody, keep your eyes. Well, not us, because ain't nothing we can do about it. But the people on the West Coast, get out there and vote for Spencer Pratt. There's a betting website. He got a big, huge chance. Karen Bashurer, or whatever her name, has flattened out the curve. That means she's not skyrocketing in the poll. It looked like Spencer Pratt has taken the lead over the two Jezebels. So, way to go, Spencer Pratt. I'm going to be way over here in Georgia, rooting for you all the way from Georgia. And I hope you win. That will be another smack in the face to the Democrats. Watch and see what I say, because they already throwing Chuck Schumer under the bus. Chuck Schumer is being thrown under the bus. Now the word on the street is that the Democrats need new leadership. They need to go back to their old ways. It's too late. Too late. Like I said, too late. Y'all done went over the cliff. Ain't no coming back. I mean, you could go to another church and try to pretend to drop your dialect and make sure you have hot sauce in your pocketbook. But other than that, what everybody have seen in the last decade, Democrats, y'all allowed that to happen. No one else. So you was infiltrated. Leave it alone. And then I'm going to get on Sarah's or Christy Fowler article. But a couple of these people up there at Delaney, New Jersey, one of them that got arrested, guess what he was? A perv. Guess what he had on his phone? Porn. Guess what type of porn? Kitty. So what they tell you about the majority of the people out there that has been the summer of love, that's been out there rioting, that has been out there causing confusions, they freaks and pervs to begin with. You're sitting out there traveling all the way from Oregon, all the way from Portland, Oregon, to go all the way to New Jersey to destroy somebody else's town. And not the people of New Jersey. That's not the people of New Jersey in the street. It's outsiders. So if you're going to have a No Kings protest, or if you're going to have rioters out in your community, you live in that damn community, not them. Take your communities back. Hey there, Bass equal Marsix activist Romaine Noodles. Romaine, is that the other Indian chick or whoever she is? DSA and Pratt common sense. And he was such a douchebag. But now I'm understanding that reality shows sometimes are scripted. But they made Spencer Pratt the bad guy. So,
Sometimes?
what?
What do you mean sometimes?
Anyway, they made Spencer Pratt the bad douche guy on the heels. And it's amazing. Not all of Spidey. Anybody remember Spidey? Spencer and Heidi. That's where they got that from. Not with all her, cosmetic procedures, and not all of the bling bling and the mean girl clique that she was on the heel, and he was the douchebag of the heel. But it just seemed after they got married, after they had those kids change a lot. So like he said, it's common sense. So when they just keep saying he represents MAGA, and that's pretty much what Spencer Pratt did on stage. So when they kept saying, well, he's MAGA, he represents MAGA, he was like, okay, and that little hashtag, that narrative that the Democrats love to say, oh my God, MAGA. Okay, and what's so wrong with wanting to make America back great again? But, to me, that's nothing to drop your head about. That's nothing to be shameful of. You're MAGA. And I would rather make America great again than any other nation around us or over the pond or over the oceans or over the seas. No more of focusing on everybody else's nation. Let's get back in here and focus on our own. That'll be great. And the Venezuela, Argentina president, I think they just banished Soros from ever stepping foot inside of their country again. I wish America would do the same. Hey there, Carolyn. How you doing? I used to hate him, but not no more. No, Spencer. I don't know what it is about kids and grandkids that make us simmer down, that put life in perspective, or losing everything you ever own in your life. It makes you change. I mean, seriously, it makes you look at situations and people a lot different. And then with Spencer Pratt, being born and raised in LA County and watching everything he ever worked for just tarnish, go up in flames. And then, this is sort of the rich side of town, to get the lip service that the poor people and the middle class have had to get from politicians this long. He just laced up his bootstraps and said, I'm running. I'm sick of this crap. And for me, this is what the most impressive is, because don't nobody go to South Central LA. Psst. No politicians go down and shake these people's hand. No one goes into the alleyways and have cookouts with people. Spencer did for the last couple of weekends. Of course, he has the little hobnob with the slobs and the rich folks, but then he gets down in the underbelly that most politicians bash on a consistent basis, do lip service, give gaslighting. He didn't care. So I'm watching these videos over the weekend of Spencer Pratt in the hood, South Central LA. And they shaking his hand, walking down the street with him, patting him on the back. Black folks, Hispanics, whites, Chinese, all of them, regular American citizens like, yo, bro, help us. And then just to see the videos coming out, I'm loving it. So, I believe Spencer Pratt is going to be the man of that town to get it back, and to see him reach out and talk to different people and going into their neighborhoods. South Central LA. gang central extraordinaire. But to see Spencer Pratt go down there and just walk around and talking to regular, everyday people, did you hear some of these people say, I ain't never voted before, but I'm voting for you? You know you black, right? What that black gotta be? It's South Central LA. And they getting ready to vote for a Republican. That is gonna be mind-blowing. I can't wait. I hope that I don't go to sleep and I'm like, yay, like I did with Ken Paxton. But we're gonna see. I'm so praying and hoping that Spencer Pratt go in there and shake up some stuff. How dirtier can it get? With all of the regular politicians that's been giving lip service to those people in California all this ever-loving time, and now you got a man that's never ran for political office a day in his life like Trump, that came out from reality TV like Trump, and now getting ready to make waves other than career politicians to get common sense right back to where it needs to be. So seeing that and seeing these videos and following Spencer Pratt campaign this whole entire time, I'm loving it. And then getting on stage on national TV on a debate and hold his own against those two cackling hens over there. So one more time for the people like, oh my God, you're MAGA. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. So I don't blame Spencer Pratt. I think he'll do one hell of a fine job. Hey there, hey Carolyn, how you doing out there? What's going on? Verdict for Ohio. Is that today too? Is Ohio race today?
I hope he wins.
Oh, I hope Vernick Ramish. Still don't know how to say his name. I hope he win governorship of Ohio. I didn't know that was this year or this time, but if it is, I'll start paying attention to it if he's the Republican candidate. Hey there, Margie. How you doing? What's going on? Trish out there praying for Spencer to win? Absolutely, Melissa. I mean, because literally, I feel like when it comes to LA, Los Angeles, we're going to treat them like Iran, Iraq. What did Trump say? Hey, citizens, this is your last shot. This is your one and only shot to get this turned around. Don't worry about BB. I'm going to cuss him out on Worldwide TV, and then we'll be best friends again. But, hey, it's your last shot to turn the tables around to get some kind of form of resemblance of what y'all used to be. So now it's the same thing with Lost City of Souls, praying that enough people turn out and get him over that finish line. Can you imagine? Wow. Okay. Wow. Hey there, everybody. So Dave put it up there. Support us. There you go. He put it in the chat room. Instead of 10% ethanol in our gas tanks now, they're putting 15% in our tanks, which is making our gas go down even faster. Didn't they implement all of this? I had to think in my head. Didn't climate change start all this? The reason why we had the ethanol in our gas, got summer blend and winter blend, is for climate change, right? Well, you're paying attention to the climate change. They're walking that back. Ain't no such thing as climate change. I've been telling y'all this. I ain't saying allegedly no damn more either. It's winter, spring, summer, and fall. That is climate change. Jeez. Everybody, oh my God, I gotta get rid of Freon. No, the hell you don't. Oh my God, I have to lessen my footprint. They ain't lessening theirs. Oh my God, I gotta get an electric vehicle. Why? You ain't got no jet. Oh my God, I have to give up my hairspray. For what? Don't nobody like Frizz. They didn't. And now listen to this. And then we'll get back to Christy because I done lost it. Sorry, Christy. It wasn't like I wasn't paying attention, but I can actually see stuff now. Hey, anybody remember saying, hey, don't believe in climate change. Don't believe in COVID. Don't believe in the clot shot. Don't believe in the hantavirus. Don't believe. Well, don't believe in Al Gore either because I was waiting on my mammoth. I ain't got one yet. It says the EU climate scam explode. And exposed. It says the IPCC admit doomsday scenario was implausible. Right? I'm sitting here like, wait. You finna change your way of life. but they still buying up the coastline. That should have been your first clue to stop falling for everything you see on mainstream media. Rich folks still buying up the coastline. Then eventually they're not worried about the seas us rising. Okay, the seas us rising. Somebody took a picture of Plymouth Rock when it was discovered. Guess where Plymouth Rock is at now? The same.
That picture's
with,
taken like back in the 1920s or.
no, it was like in the 1800s. That was way longer than that. When the Plymouth Rock, and now guess where the waves are at on that Plymouth Rock? The same position. Oh my God, Krisha, you just want to kill the earth and the ozone and the grass and the sky. I'm sitting here like my lonely ass, one person in America, and I'm the one that is hurting the stratosphere. You now say that slower and think about what you just said to me. Yeah, that's how stupid you sound. You fell for what? You got a jet? I don't have a jet. They do. Who's closer to the sky? Me or them? You or them? You got a yacht? No. What you stop fixing your lips this way. Hold up. Do you have a water fountain that's over 30 gallons a minute? Then zip it. Oh my God, but I feel guilty. That's you. What you do wrong in your life for you to feel guilty for something you didn't do? I love just talking to people like that. It was like, you didn't have to say it like that. Somebody need to say it to you. It says the house of the great climate scam is collapsing. The United Nations' own climate priesthood. Didn't they go up on the Mount Sinai? Hold about 2, 3, 4 years ago? Didn't they have a climate change 10 commandment bull crap where they desecrated Mount Sinai? For the people that don't know what Mount Sinai actually represent, I'm gonna need for you to pick up the Bible so you stop believing everything. All right, this is where Moses went up and there was a fire and he stayed up there for a long time, and the Jezebels down there on the earth decided to have a party with a golden calf. That mountain, okay, where there was a big fire cloud and the big storm, and Moses went up there and he came down. No, that's Mount Sinai. So this recent crop of blasphemous folks has decided to go back to Mount Sinai and draw up the what is that? The Ten Commandments on climate change. Y'all fell for that? Okay, back to this one. All right, back here. It says has finally admitted what skeptics have screamed for years. Their favorite cataclysmic scenario, RCP 8.5. I don't even want to know what that means. The one predicting civilization ending, warming, floods, fire, famine, unless we destroy our economies for the Green New Deal is implausible. Just like the jibbity jab and COVID killing everybody on earth, or me breathing is going to put your grandma in the hospital. Oh my God, but I believe the science and the expert. Yeah, that's pretty much why you wearing a cloth on your mouth right about now. It said it's implausible, fake, junk science, sold as gospel. And y'all, it was a whole bunch. I ain't gonna say all of us because most of us don't stop listening to these folks. So a whole bunch of people actually believe that crap. And then want to argue. Argue with what? Oh, I'm hurting the environment. Oh, me cooking out on the grill is polluting the air. Me and not wanting to have, GMO ticks that's gonna not allow me to eat red meat is the problem. Yeah, we're gonna find out the problem is when we get back from this break. Y'all stay tuned, because some of this stuff, stop falling for it. Go ahead, Dave. nation still under God. A powerful personal testimony about faith, family, freedom, patriotism, grassroots America, and the fight to preserve the moral foundation. Through deeply personal stories and cultural commentary, this book explores faith in a modern America, the attack on family values, raising children in a culture of confusion, patriotism and freedom, truth, censorship, and a media manipulation, grassroots America and community, hope for a future generation. This is more than a political book. It is a testimony of perseverance, faith, rebuilding, and the belief that America is still worth fighting for. A message for Americans who believe this nation is worth saving. God, family, country, in that order. So order your book today.
I see that. I'm going to get that in a minute, Fudge. Welcome back to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes and Dave. Do not forget, we have the bundle pack. Troy Mitchell has been the first person today to get a bundle pack. Y'all get on over there to fall back. USA-2.myshopify.com. If you could get on over there to get the bundle pack or any of the shirts or anything like that. And if you are a part of the Patreon founder membership, then you're going to get your promo code over there to get the discount off. So the people that are part of Patreon, like I said, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So y'all get on over there. It's over there and you should be able to click that link. And then also do not forget, right over across my shoulder, 2 people this week, sometime, download a book. Christian, what you talking about? I can't tap into the payouts until it's over $100. I don't know why. Even though I've sold almost, $70 worth, still need 2 more people. 2 more people. It's just froze right there and I can't get it. When it comes to Facebook, nothing yet. Nothing. Not no response, anything. I got it open, trust me. Just in case it said, bring, somebody on Facebook is there. So Dave will probably be sitting here or I'm be like, typing my response back. I would really like my monetization back on Facebook now that Dave is a part of the business on the backside. So hopefully they won't say unusual activity. And then let me change my damn phone number so we can start getting subscriptions and all the rest of it on Facebook. So yeah. Welcome back, everybody. Like I said, y'all get on over there. Y'all can support us that way. Y'all can support us that way or get on over there to Fallback USA or Gumroad, where you can download instantly the books and the documentary, or just go on over there and get your hat, or just get on over there to Patreon. And do not forget, as Dave said, keep reminding people to share. Hey, Fudge, what's going on out there? Hey, everybody, living my best life. How you doing? We're going to get on yours, Fudge. Let me finish, not plugging up cow booty holes. You remember they wanted to plug up cow booty holes?
I think that was AOC.
Yeah, it was AOC. They didn't want the cows to fart and out there on the pasture. So they was thinking about plugging up cow booty holes. I don't see why. Hey, Miss Christine. It says my allergy sucks 24/7, 365 days a year. Damn chemtrails. You can't say chemtrails. That is when it's a conspiracy. Oh, God. And chemtrails don't exist. Go in there and type in chemtrails. Not chemtrails. Chemtrails. Go type that in. Boom. Everything y'all have ever been talking about. The only way that they get y'all and smack us down with the crisscrossing of, Yahtzee in the sky, you gotta say chemtrails. If you say chemtrails, then you're gonna get hit left and right. And they'll be like, oh my God, Snoop said, fact check said, that you're just a conspiracy. It's a lie. So start calling it chemtrails. Just like that judge had cum and trails. Okay then. Hey Rebecca, she said, no, you cannot call it chemtrails. I can't. You know what? I'm just gonna go over here because Dave is going to make me some more hot tea. Hold up. I love doing this because I already got like smacked down. Chemtrails. Chemtrails. Or chemtrails.
Here we go. Computer smarter than us. The words you're probably looking for is chemtrail, conspiracy, political term people use when they believe trails in the sky or chemical spraying. Chemtrails, the official scientific term for condensation trails from aircraft. So, correct spelling. Chemtrails, scientific terms, CON trails. Example headline wording. Chemtrails are chemtrails. Americans won't answer about what's in the sky. So, hey, hold on. That's a great ass thing. Let me do this. Here we go. Let's see what it says. And I will publish this tomorrow. All right, then. Well, hurry up. It says chemtrails are contrails, and then we'll get back. America won't answer to what's happening in the sky. Americans have been looking up in the sky for years, asking the same questions. Are those long white lines behind airplanes simply contrails, or are there more going on above our heads? Official explanations is that they are called contrails, short of condensation trails, according to the FAC or FAA. FAA, yeah. Contrails are formed when airplanes fly through cold and humid air. Air crystals forms. It's like, yeah. And particles emit. But that's not to stop public concerns across the country. Many Americans still use the word chemtrails when talking about trails in the sky that linger, spread out, or appears in patterns. For them, this is just not about clouds. It's about transparency, government trust, environmental concerns, and whether the public is being told the whole damn truth. Come on, seriously. Most people don't even believe in DARPA. Mind blown. It says federal agencies have repeatedly denied that so-called chemtrails. This is where you got to be safe at. This is where they can shut your page down. This is when they can put a strike against you. Be careful with that. It says so-called chemtrails are part of a secret government spraying program. And the NOAA has said it is not conducting solar geoengineering while the EPA materials say normal contrails are not evidence for chemical spraying. The NOAA also is saying weather modification project must be reported before they're carried out. That distinction matter. Contrails are real. Weather modification is also real. Cloud seeding, atmospheric research and solar radiation modification discussions are not imaginary topics. So the NOAA has acknowledged that weather manipulation and modification activities must be reported. And the EPA notes that reporting requirements can include activities involving gas, dust, liquid, aerosol released into the atmosphere for weather or solar radiation modification process. That is why so many Americans are no longer satisfied with being mocked for asking questions. The issue is not whether every white line in the sky is suspicious. The issue is whether the public has a right to know what is being studied, what is being tested, and what is being funded, and what is being done to the atmosphere above their homes, farms, water, supply, and communities. Government agency says contrails are normal airplane condensation. Concerned citizens say trust has been broken too many times to accept blanket answers without full transparency. In a country built on consistent or consent from the government or the governed, asking questions should never be treated like a crime. Americans deserve facts. Those deserve records. They deserve honest answers. And when it comes to the air above our head, they deserve more than ridicule. Whether you call them contrails or chemtrails, one thing is clear. American people are watching the skies and they just want the damn truth. So I will be publishing that tomorrow, but be careful because I literally got my page slapped down because I kept putting up chemtrails. Yeah, I went into a 72-hour hold on Meta. Okay, back to what I was saying of y'all better start farting in the wind because ain't no such damn thing as climate change. But you know, it is what it is. It says, but here's the real bombshell. The fake news won't touch. European Union, that bloated bureaucracy and bureaucratic beast strangling its citizens with net zero madness. Hey, is the farmer still over there spraying poop all over the government buildings? Well, that was in Sweden. Okay, they was spraying poop everywhere. It says, hasn't pulled not even one document, scientific report, regulation, or taxpayer funded scare tactic based on the now discredited fairy tale. Not a single one. Trillions in subsidies from our government to other people's. In subsidies destroying industries, skyrocketing energy bills, farmers riding in the street, all propped up by a foundation of lies. Sound like COVID. Mm-hmm. It says the big lie that powered the green grift. It says for over a decade, people been trying to beat us over the head, trying to believe that tomfoolery. The EU at the European Environmental Agency Joint Research Center Climate Adapt, even the European Central Bank lean hard on RCP 8.5 as their high emissions. All these cities, big towns talking about we need an emission test for what? When you can literally go over into what? Banks County, Jackson County, Walton County, away from Gwinnett County or the major city close to Atlanta. You ain't got to get no emission test. We burning up the sky around here. So I've never understood. Hold up. In Gwinnett, got an emission test. Out of Gwinnett, don't have to get an emission test. In Gwinnett, ain't got to get an emission test. Outside of it, and you ain't doing nothing for the smog in downtown Atlanta. But you want to plug up cow booty holes. It says that also heat waves, drought, flooding, Armageddon. Did that happen yet? All RCP 8.5, and it says the PESETA project hammering agriculture, coast, energy, and tourism straight out of the RCP 8.5 playbook bank stress test. You got it. Anybody remember Too Big to Fail? This is all behind climate change. Believe it or not, they're not breathing in air. That, all of those bank stress, climate change. Your EPA on your car, climate change. Sounding stupid when you come to a red light and your car cut off. Climate change. Get that off your car. I'm sitting here like, boy, you need to wear a mask if you still got that on your car. Just shut down when you come to a red light and crank back up. They ain't doing them but killing your whole entire engine. But I'm saving what? A crow? A eagle? A minnow? What, you ain't saving nothing, not even gas. I was like, Dave, who car is that? Why they still got that on their car? Do they not know? Well, they think they're saving. You ain't saving nothing at all. You're not even saving your motor. Okay, but I get pissed. I'm like, ew, get me away from that car. It says these expert hyped impossible futures, like they got crystal balls. Now they just wanted your ball to squeeze. It says all to justify the European Green Deal, fit for 55 insanity, carbon tax, all of this, EV, electric vehicle mandates, heating bans, deindustrialization that is gutting Europe. And they tried it in America. I said, boy, and then look what's going on in Oregon. It says these scenarios produce impossible futures that dominated policy everywhere in our nation, in their nation, pretty much every NATO nation, every nation that was a part of the World Economic Forum, but the African nations, because they said, we're not doing it. It says, and now the IPCC scenario team is quietly retiring RCP 8.5 and SSP 5-8.5 for the next assessment round because it detached from reality. There's a whole bunch of people that detach from reality because of fear. Turn that fan on, please. I'm just tearing this up. Yeah, I'm finna take this down until I can actually get that to work. Yeah, turn that fan on. It says, even they can't pretend anymore. I never pretend. Even with the name calling, even losing friends, even people attacking us. And now these idiots, they got egg on their face, or at least cow farts. It says Brussels climate cultists are scrambling. They claim that the RCP 8.5 can be retired thanks to the glorious march of renewables. I throw stuff in the trash. I ain't recycling nothing. Wind, solar, of course. Who want to kill birds? They do. It says, and the policy progressed pure fantasy. All these people just blowing smoke up y'all butt cheeks, and you will figure after not being a virgin after a couple of decades, you know when you're getting lied to. If you ain't a virgin and you still falling for the goobly gop, really? Really? You couldn't figure out when you were being lied to, and you ain't a virgin no more. What you waste your life for? It says also renewable, sun and wind, pathetic. 3% of primary energy, not only electricity, primary energy, the stuff that actually powers civilization, wind and solar as a substitute for fossil fuel and nuclear or intermittent jokes. It's like, hey, we're going to have some solar panels. For what? We got clouds in the sky, and ain't nothing getting charged. For what? That don't make no sense. So what? We're going to have 55 batteries to store it and cause a fire one day? That's implausible. Call 911. Call the fire department, because that literally just exploded. Well, Krisha, we're trying to save the planet. No, you're trying to bring some money in your pockets while ripping off society. But back to this. Their real system costs backup, grid overhauls, distribution nightmares, make them the most expensive energy sources on the planet. Solar, wind. Go check out what wind turbines do to the stratosphere and to the environment. And then what you gonna do when it break down? You're gonna bury it? Then what's under the ground? No, Christian, we're just trying to save the planet, because I got bullied by my friends and I can't think for myself. So I have to go out there and get a whole solar panel because they said I was going to save 10 cents. Then drill, baby, drill. It says also they aren't displacing fossil fuels at scale. They're expensive add-ons. I'm talking about, oh my God, we're going to run out of what? Oil? Natural resources. That is so asinine. Oh, I better shut my mouth up, or, because I don't know what I'm talking about. Because I have to have a PhD or doctorate before I become an expert or a scientist. No, I'm going to use my street smarts. Yeah, I'm going to use common sense. That's more valuable than a piece of paper, because you've been able to sit there and listen to somebody talk 24/7. It says the EU own data and the global stats confirm it. The renewable revolution is a subsidy-sucking mirage. You know what that means? That means you think it's there, but when you get there, it's not. It says emissions are still rising. The world is not on a low-carbon path, and these models assume. It says the RCP 8.5 wasn't killed by green virtue. It is always detached from how humans actually use energy. Thank you for smart people that did not fall for this bull crap. Anytime a whole bunch of governments get involved and say, yeah, do this, do the opposite. One more time. The next time a whole bunch of rich folks get in one room and decide something for your life and force it down your throat, do the opposite. One more time. Think for yourself. Do the extreme opposite. They come out here and be like, hey, everybody repeat the same thing. And you people start repeating it, even the ones that ain't got 2 pennies to rub together. Do the extreme opposite and you'll stay safe. There we go. Hey, Gary, how you doing? I didn't even see you. I wasn't ignoring you. But hey, Gary, how you doing out there? Just trying to wake some people up, Gary. I mean, but sometimes we all alone and no one to guide us but us. Hey there, what's up, Jessica? How you doing out there? Welcome back from your long ass vacay. Hey, Carolyn, those turbines leak oil into the ground. Not only leak oil, Carolyn, but they are destroying birds, nests. Birds fly through them, everything. And they look ugly as hell on the horizon. You're just driving down the highway, and all of a sudden you see these big old wind turbines just A lot of them. Can you imagine the humming that happens around there? And then it sucks in all these birds and destroy the way they migrate. And then what do you do with the parts once they gone? Not the oil coming down the side of these wind turbines, but what do you actually where? Because it's not like you could bury them and they just absolutely disintegrate in the soil. No, that don't happen either. So again, it's another but a money grab. And all these people that was forcing and picking on us, you're gonna kill the environment. It's dying anyway.
And when we replace these blades and a lot of these parts, guess where it comes from?
China. Dave said when we replace the blades and the parts of these wind turbines, where the majority of them come from? China. Didn't we read last year? Because my mind is real good, especially when I read verbatim. Didn't they say there was tracking sensors in these wind turbines? There was recording vehicles and stuff. So while we continue to having foreign enemy stuff come into our own land, it's like this with some people in a lot of stuff y'all got in your house. Surrey. Ain't no damn way. Well, Lucretia, if you got a cell phone, the CIA is listening. I ain't inviting them to my house. You have these thermoses in your house, thermostats in your house. Hello, can you drop the get up and walk across the room. Here's the best one: refrigerators, microwaves, toasters, washing machines. Everything. Seriously? Y'all got this stuff in y'all house because we just want to be the signs of the time. I don't. Give me a 1980s washing machine. Give me the dryer. Give me a refrigerator that I ain't gonna say, hey, I'm at Costco. Let me check. Hell no. You gonna check stuff inside of your honey. Whatever. You rich like that, get on over there and donate. Cause you got all that type of money to get all that, go and donate. I'm good with the $25,000 freezers and $13.99 pints of ice cream. That'll be fine. I ain't doing all that. Hey there, hey everybody. So welcome back. What's going on, Gary? Out there, very, 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 they're very ugly. Them wind turbines, very ugly. And here's another thing that it sucks, because in order for us to get back here, it depends on which way we coming in the mountains. There's a particular area around here. How much are those solar panels? At the four-way stop, and we go on straight through, and all of this is just I'm gonna say all of it is nothing but solar panels.
So much beautiful land around.
All this beautiful land. Next thing you know, flip, 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 solar panel farm. I'm sitting here like, that is extreme eyesore. Extremely ugly. So the next time I pass by it, I'm gonna take a picture. So ugly. And then there's another big one straight down 75 South going to Florida, inside of Georgia. I'm sitting there like, that is ugly. All of those solar panels, that's so ugly, scarring up the dang on land. But that's just me. Hey Trish, how you doing out there, everybody? What's up, Braxton? You and Gary back. Oh, look at you. 2 people infected with Ebola. I don't give a damn. My bad, Braxton. Dude, I don't care. Didn't we talk about Ebola 10 years ago? Boo. Ain't nobody gonna keep bringing up Ebola every decade. It's out there, okay? Don't go digging in the ground. There. Okay, I'm gonna finish Braxton, Gary. I'm not gonna be mean. 2 people infected with Ebola in Brazil. What? I'm just looking at I'm looking at Braxton. Everybody else slide to the side. And, okay, then back to this. It says, for time being, doctors and scientists are understandably high concern since that country's first case. Everybody else move to the side. Braxton. And Ebola. Ebola's back in town. Ebola's back in town. Must be an election year. All right, back to this one. I'm sure Christy gonna tell us about it sooner or later. Hey Jessica, welcome on that long, relaxing vacation. Hey there, I'm proud to have a cereal. I ain't. I have to remember. I had to make my mama unplug that. I ain't no telling what the hell I done said in a conversation to my mom. So I'll be like, ain't no way I keep forgetting to stop talking around that damn machine. Seriously. And then I'm hearing horror stories in the middle of the night. All of a sudden, Echo or Siri or Alexa start just talking about demons, demonic stuff, and giving you a creepy ass laugh, and you didn't ask for it. That and the whole wall is being thrown out the door. Ain't no way. What if you say something in your sleep, not knowing it, and all of a sudden you're getting playback, and it's like 3:33 in the morning, and it's talking about demons in your room. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Cause you got demons in your room now. Just stop letting these demons in your room. Hey there, Marsh, how you doing? I'm funny. Braxton be pulling it out of me, honey. Him and Gary. All right, JJJ. Huge solar farm in the desert near California and Nevada state line off of 115 headed towards Vegas. Well, what's going to happen when they break down and there's no one to actually fix those things? And one of our friends, Beverly House, literally just burned up. Guess how? Guess how? One of those batteries exploded. From the solar panel. One of those backup batteries exploded close to her house because that's where she had them stored. Guess what now? Pretty much she got to rebuild her home. Luckily, she had insurance. But a lot of people don't have insurance. A lot of people don't. Hey now, moving to the side. Go ahead, Lucretia. Christine said, she ain't talking to me. Everybody else. And Gary. Slide over, Gary. I was talking to Braxton. But at least he liked kitty cats. That did not sound right. At least he's the cat distribution system has already hit Braxton up. Let's get angry for a minute. Hey, Christy, one of y'all, find that stupid article where they was testing on kitty cats. Not beagles, not monkeys, not orangutans, not Braxton them, okay? No. Kittens. Meow, meow. Those things. Why did I have to do a sound effects? Hey, Miss Dot. Hey, Gary. Don't or won't your page shut down, so I delete. What you delete? I would have read it. This ain't TikTok. I'm banished from TikTok Live. Hey, no thank you. I don't want them. It's going to save you money. I don't live in Alaska. But back to this one. I mean, save us what? 10 cents on a dollar? They're going to find out anyway. Hey there, Kathleen. What's going on out there? Hey, Fudge. Okay, fine. Let's get Fudge. And then when we get back from the actual break, then Christy Fowler. And if Braxton or Gary got a topic or article, we're going to read it. Hold the hell up. What's this? 6 years ago this week, Trump rushed to White House bunker, 60 Secret Service members injured during the leftist riot. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember. But that was part of the Summer of Love and them destroying Lafayette Park for me. Yeah. That's when they desecrated the church, and then everybody thought that black people was gay. Because Black Lives Matter. I was like, not today. I don't even like myself half the time, so it's that. It said, with all the chaos occurring in ICE facilities in Newark, New Jersey in recent days, brought to you by agitators that don't even live in that damn community or state, it's worth recalling that this is the anniversary of the leftist rioters trying to storm the White House while President Trump was there. I must have slept on that one. I must have really slept on that one. When did they rush the White House? And how in the hell all of those guards and sharpshooters that is up there in the nest on top of the White House then fling, No. All right, everybody, y'all stay tuned. This too damn far-fetched. They gonna rush the White House and still living? Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Go on, Dave.
The real news was never built by corporations. It was built by people like you, patriots who refuse to stay silent. When you join the Real News Founders movement on Patreon, you become part of something bigger than a show. You become part of the mission. Get exclusive behind-the-scenes content, members-only updates, and direct connections with me and Dave and the Real News community. From supporters to founded members, every membership helps us keep independent media alive and growing. Join the movement today. Visit patreon.com/Lucretia Hughes
and help us build something real. Welcome back. Welcome back. Well, Braxton said, oh, he used to hoodoo voodoo, okay, because he is from New Orleans, okay? So welcome back, everybody, to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes and Dave. But, fudge, I don't remember. Antifa rioters, Black Lives Matter, rushing the White House. I saw them across the street at the Lafayette Park. Now they burnt down a church in Lafayette Park, but actually going into the actual White House and bombarding and trying to kick it, nah, that's too far-fetched. And they'd have been dead right there. You do know what's on top of the White House, right? If nobody told you, there's so many nests up there with gunners in there, they wouldn't have got their feet on the White House yard. Okay, but right back over here. It says, with all the chaos occurring at the immigration, blah, 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 it is worth recalling that this is the anniversary of the leftist rioters trying to storm the White House while President Trump was there. That's so far-fetched.
No,
The first art,
they didn't get past the gates.
then they didn't try. What they do? Go to the fence and shake it? Shake it like your mama gave ya. That's so far-fetched. It's the first damn, it's literally the first paragraph, and they already set the tone for lying. You ain't no trying to bombard the White House unless you got to the door. And I could tell you right now, there are 2 Marines that are stationed on either side. So this is so damn. I'm gonna read one more paragraph. If I catch another lie, I'm backing out of this. Secret Service, in fact, rushed Trump to the bunker underneath the White House for his safety. For his safety? You ain't getting in the damn White House unless they want you to. That wasn't technically a paragraph, that was a sentence. It says the riot took place in the aftermath of the death of George Floyd. What that had to do with President Trump, the head of the executive branch, is unclear. But since we have the leftist action had to make some sort of logical sense. This whole article don't make no sense. But and plus it pretty much got my whole damn page shut down because Western Union think that everybody and their grandma want to see each and every last one of these ads. So guess what I got to do now? Control Alt Delete. Seriously? Shut down my whole damn computer. Where y'all getting these ads articles from? No more Western Journal. My whole computer is now frozen. Control Alt Delete. I know your damn dude, Dave. I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you by a long shot. I really didn't. I got to shut down Western Journal. Too many ads. Microsoft Word. Let me just shut down Microsoft. Just end the whole task. I had to shut down, seriously, I had to shut down my whole computer to get out of that one stinking article because Western Journal put so many ads. It's them and something else. Get out of here. I don't want nothing else from this. One thing probably why I don't read from Western Journal, because you can't read their articles because it keeps stopping because they got so many ads inside of their articles. I hate that. How the hell do they think they're going to get, viewers or readership if they continuously freeze people computers up? But not great article. Listen, I don't know how to explain it, but everybody that's ever been to Washington, D.C., raise your hand. Put it back down. Anybody ever been to that block where I'm sitting here, got my eyes closed. I'm standing, okay, pretend like that I'm standing in Lafayette Park. Right here. I'm just right here. There's a big fountain or a statue. Right across the street is the White House. The lawn, everything. You can see the front door, everything. That's not how people get into the White House either. They go on the other side, just in case nobody told you this. Then, if I look that way, there's the big historic church right there on my left-hand side. This side over here really ain't nothing but office buildings and buildings, okay? Right the street, right behind me is what they painted as Black Lives Matter Lane Street, okay? That goes all the way to K Street. So remember, this is the historical church. That's the White House. That's the executive building. Black Lives Matter Row is behind us. And all around that damn White House, guess what's there? Fencing. So either there's no trying to bum rush the White House. Number one, it's so damn far-fetched.
No, but it's basic protocol in any kind of situation like that. You get the president to a safe position.
You can't even walk in the street between Lafayette Park and the White House at all. They got that fenced off. You got a fence right there at Lafayette Park. Then you got a fence on the other side of that street before you get into the White House lawn at all. There's a street running in the middle. You can't even walk down that street. So where in the hell did they try to bum rush the White House? Because number one, as they're putting their little pinky toe on that beautiful green grass, it's like, pew, 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 ta-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So, no ma'am, never happened. Never happened. Now, you could tear up Lafayette Park, but trying to get your butt onto the actual grounds of the White House never happened. Everybody that tried either burned themselves up, they didn't get far, or they tried to run and they was taken out right there by the gunners that are up on top of the White House. Literally, I told Dave the story and it's still in my phone. I would never delete this stuff out of my phone. There's the executive building. You can look, if you go on the 4th floor of the executive building, there's stairways. And then there's this triangle little small window where you're overlooking the Rose Garden and right there where the helicopter, Marine One, is at. So you can literally look down and watch the President of the United States hold a press conference from the 4th floor of the executive building. The next thing we saw was guns trained on that damn window. One more time. It was all of those guards that was on top of the White House somehow zeroed in on a very tiny window in the executive building, and they all had their guns trained on us. Luckily, the person that was our tour guide that was in the executive building with us, like, yo, whoa, I'm with them. This is the Women for Gun Rights. We gave them permission to be up here to observe the president. And I literally got a video in my phone of me out of this window watching the president finish up his speech with all of the press at the Rose Garden and him walking across, going to Marine One. So when people's like, oh my God, I got on the White House. No, the hell you didn't. No, you did not. You did not get no square blocks without them doing this and training it on you everywhere you went. So when all these people are like, oh my God, it's so easy to run and bum rush. Stop believing the hype. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe that hype. Seriously, bum rush the White House. Pow, 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 pow. That was nonsense. Very first paragraph. They was trying to bum rush the White House. No, the hell they wasn't. No, they wasn't. No, they was not. So I had to back out of that. And then, of course, it was too many damn ads to even look at that. I'm sitting here like, yeah, that's impossible. Yeah, that's implausible. Yeah, that's so far-fetched. Have you ever been there? Just like, it ain't that easy. What the hell are you talking about? There is a road between the Lafayette Park and the White House that is shut down on all square block. What are you talking about? No, that didn't happen. Well, that didn't happen. There's actually a checkpoint right there. Now keep talking the nonsense, because I'm finna shut you down on all of this. So for Western Union to want some click insta bake today, that's exactly what that whole article was. You ain't bum rushing nothing. No one ain't bum rushing the White House. I can tell you that. And that's just the gunners on top of the White House. You ain't even looked at the buildings around that White House, or the building square blocks away, where they still got more people trained on you anytime you think you're going near the White House. So when you seeing all this, I'm sitting here, that is so damn far-fetched. That didn't happen. Hell no. And if you're talking about, oh my God, they took a car and they tried to plow it into no, they didn't. Those little, those gates, those metal bars that are underground, pops up so fast, it will split your car in half. So all these people that are so far-fetched that they never went to Washington, D.C. a day in their damn life and don't even know any of the security apparatus, the closer you get to the Capitol. Anybody went to inauguration before in your life? Right there where the Capitol is at. And everybody, they got the blue and the red and the blue and the yellow and the green. Look at the streets. Look at every street, red light, a four-way stop, anything that's around the Capitol, K Street, especially the closer you get into the chambers of power. What is in the roads? What metal plates did they have in spring action to make sure that whole entire road is shut down? That's why I'm like, where you get that from? No. You ever been to Washington? You ain't getting that close unless they want you to get that close. You won't even get anywhere up that street before you even, and here's the main kicker for me. Right over there where one of the biggest union halls are at, they already started with all the metal plates in the ground. So once they see and track you coming past and over the Potomac, they already tracking your car. So once you turn down any road leading straight to the Capitol or any of these big ass buildings, they're going to shut that street down and they're going to box you in. So all of these people that are lying on Washington, D.C., it ain't that damn easy. Now, I listen, it ain't easy at all. So I'm always like, you're going to take over what? No, not unless they want you to. You're going to bust in where? Do you know how big that door is? The glass in there? Any of that? You're going to burn that down. That's stone. There's no buildings up there in Washington, D.C. that's all wood. So to read some of these articles, it's like, why they gaslighting the public? It is, if you think you finna go to Washington, D.C., destroy anything, break anything, burn anything, good luck. Because right now, even that church, when they said it burned down, that damn church is still up there. It might be gutted on the inside, but that whole church is made of stone. Only thing they're going in there to do is redesign it, and they're going to keep it up. That's it. All those buildings that is around Washington, D.C., there's no building up there that's made of wood so it completely burns. So this is so how far-fetched some of these articles are. And you got people out here in the mainstream America that be like, they burnt down the White House. They stopped burning down the White House when it was burnt the first time. They're underneath of J.D. Vance's room, there's a whole section underneath. There's another floor under there. When you go into that floor, you see all of the aftermath of when the first White House burnt down. That's why all the White House now is made of stone, so it can never happen again. Not only that, it's so far-fetched. But it tells you that. But good luck with believing some of this stuff. It's like, go visit yourself. And then the next time there's somebody trying to tell you this is how it is in Washington, you know for a bona fide fact that's a bold-faced lie. Any street around Washington not only have cameras, not only have spring-loaded metal contraptions underneath the ground, but majority of them have tunnels underneath the streets. So that's why I'm like, I got to read this first, because no. Don't believe that. They tried to bum rush the white. No, the hell they didn't.
No, they tried. Could be a true statement. Did they? Is not.
Listen, Dave, I don't do trying. I don't do what they do. March up the street, because that's about as far as they damn got. You've been to the Washington, D.C. with me how many times? How far they gonna get up there before they get to the White House? They ain't even getting in the checkpoint. So that's not trying. Trying is you putting your little pinky toe on that damn grass. You got to climb over the fence. You got to get through security. You got to get through Secret Service. You got to get through the military. So you ain't trying.
That means a failed attempt. You can try.
You can't even try. Who gassing these damn people up? Ain't no trying getting to the White House. You even said, girl, look, Christian, look up there. Look at that building. Look at that building up there. Trying what?
Try and fail.
They didn't try at all. But as Margie said, you're going to go around and find out. But go ahead. If anybody want to try. I want to see this. I call bullshit. Absolute. Ain't no trying.
Now, I think
Ain't no trying.
earlier, there was a guy who actually did get into the White House during the Obama years.
What the hell they got to do with Trump?
Nothing.
And they beefed up that afterward. After that weak point during Obama, when that one guy got in there, they beefed it up even more.
Yeah.
So it's like, that was the last time anybody without authorization got anywhere near that White House. Now the protocol to get there is high. All right. And then if you ever visit the White House, because they do give tours, tell me what obstacles did you have to go through? Not go to the West Wing, just to stay on the funky East Wing of the White House. What did you have to go through? How many guard shacks? How many police dogs? How many of these metal detectors? How many did you have to go through? I rest my damn. That's just to visit the White House. Now the West Wing, you trying to get over there with the dignitaries and the more powerful people, and not just the tour groups. Always stop lying to me. You know how many damn gates you got to go through before you even get to the bomb sniffing dog? And then they make you go through this one metal detector where there's nothing but wind, force wind that's blowing all on you. And this dog is behind a gate, just you having a sniff and a whiff of anything that is illegal. They finna snatch you out of line. So it's like, And them Malawals look dangerous. They're cute, but you can't touch them. Hey there, have a great night. Go and get some dinner, have some fun. Hey there, Margie. Hey there, is granted? Yes, they refuse after the burning down. And I want to say it was Hoover, not Hoover. It was during the Hoover era. But they literally had gardens, everything up there, and it was still made of wood. But after that fire, they made everything from granite, from stone, so they would never happen again. Ever happen again. So it's so far-fetched. Hey there, it's their imaginations. What?
First people to burn the White House were the British.
No, Dave, I literally said this damn millennia. Okay, fine. I'm going to see the next time you need to go there. Just type in, when did the White House burn? And this was
12, the British.
fuck it. Talk to yourself. Hey there, Braxton, and cats are fine, of course, to me. Dude, you got cats. Let's see your pictures. I don't have to respond to them, but I see you a cat lover. Dave, stop. When was the next time it burned down?
No,
When was the last time it was burned down? I literally said all of that during this decade. You said 1812. I literally just said, never mind. And then, never mind. Hey, Gary, what about the cocaine in the White House? Oh, there was, what did that Chinese lady say? There's a Chinese lady that's been hitting my timeline. She switched. So she used to work for the Democrats, but now she's a commentator. She's on a lot of podcasts. There's only two choices that you have. She thinks it's Hunter. Okay, Gary? But there's some people out here that says it's Kamala's.
That's what I think.
Other than my husband. Okay? At first, this Chinese lady that used to work in the White House and work for the Democrats, she said it was Hunter's. Then there's some stories for entertainment purposes only. It was Kamala Harris. But, she forever, if she's drunk each time we see her, Gary, think about it. Her liver is shot to shit. So it's got to be some sugar boogers, okay? It got to be some sugar boogers. But I don't think Kamala Harris drank that much, or she shouldn't be able to stand. She sounded inebriated. Every time she gets on camera, sound like she done had at least 2 shots, 4, 5, or 7. But if she drank that much liquor on a consistent basis, she wouldn't be able to stand much, or she wouldn't be able to form all those sentences, which she don't. Probably why she have word salad.
How long has she been drinking?
But I'm gonna give her benefit of the doubt, and I don't really. We're gonna blame the person that we know snort cocaine, shoot up cocaine, smoke crack rock, okay? And that's Hunter. He got the background of smoking and heroin and cocaine. Her, I only heard about liquor, not even pill popping. So I haven't even heard about that. She just like her wine, but not this. And this is why I think, because I think that is why, Jill is still in the news, not because she's, shielding her husband. And, she was the one that did not want Hunter to actually go to jail, and she was the one that implemented or helped implement the pardon. No, I think it was her protecting Hunter from leaving a baggie on that 4-year table. But me, I'm going to say Hunter. Other people say Kamala. So we're going to say Kamala Harris. Or Hunter Biden. So you only got 2 choices. No one else got the cojones to bring a baggie in the White House, in the West Wing. Number 1 is the West damn wing. It ain't the East Wing. I'm telling you, you wouldn't have got through the bomb dogs. You wouldn't have went through that metal detector. You wouldn't have went through the sniffer. If anybody went up there with any kind of cocaine on their fingers, persons, it's like going through TSA and they saying, stand to the side, let's pat you down. Nope. This is why it has to be somebody absolutely powerful in order for them to walk through the door of the West Wing. The East Wing is the we the people side. The West Wing, it actually leads over there to the executive building. So, no, sir, Gary, I think it was either one of those 2. No one else got that power or the audacity, I hope, not to bring a baggie into the White House. Ain't no telling.
We know Hunter had baggies in the White House.
Well, yeah, but I don't think a crackhead will leave his crack behind. I'm just saying, most crackheads, they would dig through the trash can to get their stuff. So I don't think he gonna leave it on the fort. I don't think he was that careless. I don't know why I'm taking up for these damn people. Hey there, I can't stand her cackling voice. Well, Rebecca, she says she's coming back for more. She's gonna run again. That's the rumor out there. She keeps hinting at it. She thinks she can win against either J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio or both of them. So, she's, sizing herself up in order to run for president for a 3rd time a loser. I don't know who gassing her up, but if a husband don't want her, if they're not living in the same house and they don't live in the same house, I don't know who whispering in her ear. Do a lot of white rich people not live with their spouses? Well, Kamala is considered white to me at this point. Anybody see her? The only people that was black in that room was the servants. So the rumor is this week alone and over the weekend that Kamala and her husband do not live together. He's just arm candy. She could find some better one, I guess. Don Jr. 2020. Gary. No, Gary. No. We don't need a dynasty. This is where we got the Bush clan from. No. If J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio or one of them say, hey, we can put you in the cabinet, I'm good with that. But, back-to-back Trumps, we just not designated for that. We don't need a dynasty. So maybe a Barron. I don't see Trump Jr. I see him maybe running for like congressperson or senator or something like that. But president of the United States, I hope not. I don't want a dynasty. I really don't. Handle your dad's business, okay? Handle your business. You just got married, sir. But him running for the president, I don't want a Jeb Bush. I don't want another Jeb. I don't want another Bushes, the Clintons. I don't want none of these people that think, okay, my daddy ran and won, then I'm going to take his place. No, no. But if he gets out there, I'm just going to sit back. I'm just going to sit back. My two is like Marco or Vance right now. Marco doing the damn thing. JD Vance doing the damn thing. So I would give those two, but not another Trump. But I'm just biased like that because the ramification and the consequences of that happening, a dynasty, just like, Papa Bush all the way to George Jr. I don't want that. I don't want that for America. Rumor is that JD is dropping out of the race. Well, I don't blame him at that. I mean, he's done something that Meemaw probably never thought he would ever do. I don't think, especially knowing what JD Vance grew up at, knowing his background, his mom, she's already been forgiven. But, him being raised by his grandparents and they did the best they could, she probably never thought he'd become president of the United States. But now that he has become vice president of the United States, that is a flower in the hat of everybody that is from the hollers, from the Appalachians, from that rough side of town where they said they'll never make it out of the mountains, that they'll never make it out of the hollers, that they'll never make it out of poverty, that they'll never amount to anything in life. Well, now J.D. Vance is about to be a father of 4, and she's pregnant. Maybe, just maybe, he wants to sit down and drop out and actually focus on family life and still be behind the scenes. But I can respect that too, Gary. But just where he came from and the hurdles that he had to come over and then be in the military and everything else and having a praying grandmother and forgiving his mom, I would accept J.D. Vance stepping down to take care of his family and be a family man and be another voice inside of politics. I would take that. And I wouldn't hate on him at all. It would be no speculation. 4 kids, all under the age of 10, yeah, that's a handful. So, but with his wife being pregnant with a 4th child, if he decided to do that, I have respect for him. I wouldn't be like, well, look at there. J.D. Vance stepped down because Trump fired him. I wouldn't speculate. I wouldn't lie about the man. My first thought would be, he want to be a good father. He want to make sure he take care of his last offspring. He has accomplished more in his lifetime than he probably even thought he could. And now, once the baby decide to get a little bit older, he'll jump back in politics and he'll run for presidency. I would respect a man for that. He would not lose any brownie points in my book because he's a real man and a real father. And he didn't go to the store to get some milk and left and never came back. He came back with the whole damn cow. So everybody, we're at the bottom of the hour. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're going to talk to Gary. Go on there. He didn't count down. Me and Gary didn't hear him say 3, 2, or 1. So welcome back, everybody. Hey, B-Dub, what's going on out there? According to Siri, you talk to Siri, I talk to chat. So it says, according to Siri, the White House was burned down by British Army in 1814. A fire during the Hoover. I knew it was Hoover or something. Hoover administration, the West Wing burned due to bad electrical wiring. I knew it was Hoover. Underneath one of these days, I'm just gonna give Dave my phone and say, take that picture. Maybe people believe me. Right under the vice president's office, right under that floor on that side, there's a whole museum underneath his office. That's down there. You got Martin Luther King. You got some major events out inside of what happened in Washington. One of those pictures in this museum or in this office underneath J.D. Vance's room, they have pictures up there where the West Wing literally burnt down. And now she's saying it was electrical. And I said Hoover. And they said no more would any other buildings in Washington, D.C. ever be built with wood. It would always be stone or granite. And every building in Washington, D.C. is built with stone or granite. So, yay! And I did touch that. I did touch that picture. They was like, no touching. I touched that picture. But underneath his desk, not his desk, underneath J.D. Vance's office, if I'm sitting right here in J.D. Vance and I'm sitting at his main desk where all the vice presidents of the United States has all sat in their room, you pull out the drawer, there are signatures where they carved their names into this damn desk. Right there where J.D. Vance said, and right behind his close my eyes, right behind his chair is literally a fireplace. Now, look to the right. Look out the window. That's the West Wing. That is the Situation Room. Right there. Right there. I can see the back of Trump's head. Yes. That's how close. The only thing that's separating them is a driveway. So you can sit there, be at J.D. Vance's desk, look to your right, and you can see the back of whoever head that is sitting in that damn West Wing in the situation in that room. So that is how close. If anything pop off, that he just got to run across the little street, get into the West Wing, and he's right there with Trump. But that was cool as hell to see all of the president's signatures inside of a desk that was carved into this desk. Vice president's desk was so cool. But I knew it was Hoover. Sometimes, thank you, B-Dub. When two or more women get together, we always right. Ain't that right, Gary? Okay, then Gary said yes. Hey, so welcome back, everybody. Make sure y'all get on over there. Support. Do not forget, the bundle pack is up. You can get the t-shirt and the cup and the mug right over there on Fallback USA. You have President Trump. No. You got George Washington on this side. You got President Trump on this side with the flag and the 250 with them giving a dap. They giving a dap to each one. So Dave printed that off. He designed that. Get on over there to fallbackusa-2.myshopify.com or go to Gumroad, even though you can't see it because Tammy is all up in there. Hey, Tammy, I see you, girl. Get on over there and go to Gumroad. You can get the book Still Standing. Faith Conviction is starting over at 51. Or you can get the other book, One Nation Still Under God. So y'all can go over there and support us that way. Or just donate. Appreciate that, everybody. Much love. All right, then. Jen. Welcome back, everybody. J. Edgar Hoover. Hoover. Hey there. Hey, Jen. What's going on? Was it Herbert? It wasn't J. Edgar, because J. Edgar was FBI or CIA. He was one of them. When he cross-dresser. Allegedly. Okay, so we definitely know it wasn't J. Edgar Hoover. That was the one that even scared Hillary Clinton. So it got to be Herbert Hoover. Hey, Sandy, how you doing out there? Hey, Susan Peters, how you doing? I'm scrolling, y'all. I think he was wanting to just be with his kids and wife. I don't blame him. Let one of the other candy asses get up there and try their hard work. Of course they won't do that. They don't have the fortitude. Hey there, Rose Ann. It's like Tubert, to like tulip better. He's strong in many ways. Who is that? I ain't never heard of that one. Who is Tulip? I don't know. Hey, Carolyn, I heard Rubio can't, because he wasn't, I think he is native born in America. His family and his parents aren't born here. I think aren't they from Cuba or something like that? But I think that Marco Rubio actually is a natural born citizen. He's like the first generation. But we'll see. But y'all can see that too. Somebody don't Google it, but go it. Hey, Jack, how is this Jackie Raskin? Who the hell is that? Jackie Raskin getting all these women in his chambers because that dude is not all that, Hold on. Who is Jackie? And why is that a man name with an IE at the end of Jack? Key. It's like from 227. Let's see who this is. Well, isn't she not cute? I might be looking up the wrong Jackie Raskin. What'd he do? Ew, Raskin. It's Jamie. Jamie Raskin, not Jackie. No. Ain't that dude for like New York stinking stuff like that? I don't get it either. I'm waiting for him to, get dismantled. No, sir. Ugh. Jamie Raskin. Ugh. I had to see it. I just looked straight at the face and I knew exactly who the hell you was talking about. Talking about disgusting. And look how long he's been sitting in office. Look how long. Enough that him and Schumer need to be thrown on the Trump train. Chuck Schumer thrown under the bus during a House debate between Dan Goldman and Brad Lander. They throwing all these older people out. It says the Senate Democratic Minority Leader Chuck Schumer got cold shoulder from two Democratic candidates running for the House seat in the district he calls home. Ooh. They don't even want him on the campaign trail. Two Democrat candidates from Chuck Schumer's own hometown and his district don't want him on the campaign trail. That's bad. That's tainted meat. Jen, that's tainted meat. It says during a feisty New York 1 debate Monday night, it says Representative Dan Goldman and Democratic primary rival Brad Lander were asked if they would support Schumer, 51, a Park Slope constituent, if he runs for re-election in 2028. I think it's time for new leadership. Bada bing! I mean, well, it's past time. It's so past time. Schumer needs to hit the road. Okay, Jack. That's so easy. It says that Goldman, who is seeking a third term, hedge. I have not thought about it, and I have no idea whether he is going to run or not. We'll deal with that when the time comes. Dude, all you had to say yay or nay. But he don't want to lose out on those votes because Schumer constituents are pissed off at him. So any one of these Democrats said, yeah, here's Schumer. He's my best friend. They lose votes. So Schumer he's like kryptonite to the Democrats now. They don't want to have nothing to do with him. That's bad when your own party kicking you to the curb. They still courting Trump. It says Jeffrey's endorsement. Both said they will support keeping Hakeem Jeffrey. They don't want to be called racist. That one is what that's for. Both of these men saying, yeah, we like Hakeem, knowing they can't stand Hakeem Jeffrey. That tells you they don't want to be called the R word, okay? It says the House District 10 includes downtown and Manhattan neighborhoods such as the Lower East Side and Chinatown, as well as Brooklyn, Brownstone, the waterfront neighborhoods. Lander, a former city comptroller and councilman backed by Zoran Anshimami, is repeatedly referred to Goldman as a corporate Democrat. Hold on, Dave. I'm thinking of this. I'm thinking hard. Hold the hell up. Goldman been in office for 2 consecutive terms. This is his third one. The guy that's trying to take his spot is a Democrat, right? I. Here. So the new Democrat in town is now attacking a sit-in legislator, Dan, what the hell his name is again? Goldman, and calling Dan Goldman a corporate Democrat. Talking about how the table has turned. That is mind-blowing to me. That's mind-blowing. One Democrat calling another Democrat a corporate Democrat. Okay, then. He also criticized his opponent, Levi Stratus Air. Wait a damn minute. We need our blue jeans. It says for refusing to endorse Anshimami for mayor last year, even after the Democratic Socialists won the Democratic primary and for using his personal wealth to help finance his campaign.
Goldman, who previously served as the head lead counsel for the first House impeachment of President Trump as a federal prosecutor, called Linder a career politician who can't be trusted. Hold it. A Democrat calling another Democrat a corporate Democrat that shouldn't be trusted for career politicians. Make it make sense. My mind can't wrap around that, Gary. One Democrat told another Democrat that he can't be trusted. Ain't that an oxymoron? Okay, then. Both said they will pursue impeachment charges. Ha ha! Because that's all they damn got. That's all they got. That's all they got. That's it, Dave. It ain't like they said, we love America.
No, they got one other tactic.
What other tactic?
The race card.
Well, they said they like Hakeem Jeffrey. Yeah. Dollar Store Obama. So, they can't say nothing against black folks. Regain control of the House of Representatives. Not going to happen under Trump watch. The two Jewish candidates. Oh, my goodness. I love my Jews. But are they sticking up for Jews up there? No. Said sparred over Israel and the Middle East during a debate. Goldman marched in the Israel Day parade. Linder, who was accused of Israeli government of committing genocide in Gaza, did not. He also said he will vote against all military aid for Israel. Talking about a split ticket. Ain't Schumer Jewish? How the hell they hate on their own kind? The end. You got shit and Shinola. And that wasn't even a good pick. And I picked that article.
On their own kind. Have you seen white liberals over the last 20 years?
Yeah, I've seen white liberals. I'm still trying to figure out how they going to call another white person a racist. It's like, you white. You white, though. So fix your lips calling another white man racist when you white. Stop white-splaining. That sounds so idiotic. Come call, how you know that white man racist? Because you got the tendencies. So it's always confusing to me to see one white person and call another white person a racist. It's like, oh my God, please don't do that. Y'all sound stupid.
Put this in basic terms.
What you finna do, Dave?
If you're a Democrat,
You racist.
you're not a racist. And if you're a Republican, white Republican, you're a racist.
Dude, let's talk about
White Democrats call white Republicans racist.
Here Comes Sparta, Booker. It says Marco Rubio lectures far left Cory Booker after whining that the United States is begging Iran for a deal. I hate these people. Gary, you did not hear that. I can't stand Booker T. Okay, Booker, this booger boy. It says Marco Rubio dismantled radical Democrat Cory Booker desperate attempt to paint Trump administration as weak and begging Iran for a deal. Excuse me? Honey, no. It says Booker still clinging on a disastrous Obamacare JCPOA that funded Iran's terrorism and nuclear ambitions launched into a familiar rant. You have made our adversaries in a stronger negotiating position. Your ass ain't in the room. Let me sip my tea. You better be glad Gary said, girl, you got 20 more minutes, honey. Get something strong. It says, and now we're begging to get back into a deal that you all trashed in the first place. Oh my God. These people need to zip it. Marco didn't flinch. After Booker time expired, Rubio requested an opportunity to directly address the claim, urging and arguing that the facts on the ground tells a far different story than the one Democrats are attempting to sell. And then Marco said, ain't nobody begging anything for anybody. He didn't say it that way. He didn't say, that was me in my hood radish way, okay? This is what he said, properly, but a smackdown. No one's begging for anything here, Rubio said. The Iranians must be begging because their economy is losing hundreds of millions of dollars a day. And understand, Iran had street protests going on before all of this got started. I mean, he ain't zesty with it, but you get what I'm saying.
It says the secretary proceeded to deliver a devastating assessment of Iran's current condition, portraying the regime as economically crippled and the military weakened and increasingly vulnerable to internal unrest. Because, yeah, they finna flip that whole script over there. Here's Marco. All of those factors, economic factors in Iran, are far worse today than they were 6 months ago. Those are when the protest was happening. They have hyperinflation. Their currency is completely devalued, and they're struggling to make payroll for their government workers. Iran is in a very serious situation, and if it was up to the political class here and there, I understand everybody there is sort of a radical in some way. But if it was up to the people who actually go to the elections, wear the suits, and appear on TV, they'll probably make a deal tomorrow. The issue they're facing at the supreme leader and the IRGC are a little more immune to those pressures until they can be convinced otherwise. And I think that's the direction they're moving in, because the reality is, I don't know where you're getting your perception that Iran is stronger. Iran has no navy left. They've lost substantial percentage of their defense industrial base. Iran has lost substantial percentage of their missile launchers, and their economy is far worse today, and I mean far worse today, than it was 6 months to 9 months ago. And if they're looking at the hundreds of billions of dollars and reconstruction costs just to get back to where they were 6 months ago, it's to the point like, leave damn Marco alone. He slap y'all down without even blinking, even if he got a fishy handshake. I'm sitting here, they ain't got no clue who Marco Rubio is, and I love it. I love every time he open up his mouth, Jack. It says, I'm from Michigan, and we are called Alicia Sloskin. God, that name sounds familiar. Oh, my God, that name. Sloskin, Dave. Sloskin. That name sounds so damn familiar. I got so many of these people faces and names in my directory of personalities. Ain't no telling. It says that, wait. Soft is a different name. One, them are Hoompa Loompas. Oompa Loompa Doopa Dee Dee. Hey, Braxton, not every single white person out there is white supremacist. Well, Dave said if you're a Democrat and you have white people that are conservatives or Republicans or Bible thumpers or, men of their house, great fathers, entrepreneurs, yeah, those white men are very racist. Those are the ones that's been attacked for the last 16 years of my life. My life. You're a young book. But yes, this war on white men, war on the masculine toxicity, is because that's the only way they could get y'all to shut up, sit down, Braxton. And then if not, they ain't gonna do nothing, put the knee on your back. You are a conservative black man that ain't even hit their 30s yet. Boy, you are so racist and behind the 8 ball, okay? They probably have called you every name in the book. Let me tell you one more time, men out there, I don't give a damn what they call you. It's what you answer to. Answer more to husband, father, provider, American, strong. All the rest of this crap, that the way they continuously attack men folks all across the board. I don't know how y'all ain't snapped. I don't understand how the men ain't crashed out. And y'all get mad at women because we have personality changes, because we have hormonal imbalances. Y'all should have been unbalanced a long time ago. But this persistent attack on our men folks gotta stop, especially by suspect and zesty ass other men. And anybody with rainbow colored hair, why are you listening to them anyway? So I'm gonna apologize on the behalf. No, the hell I ain't. I'm just being, dude, I'm sorry. I see it. I see it, and I see y'all. And I see the hard work of men that just want to be left a damn long, but has been poked, just because you want to be the breadwinner. Just because you want to take the Bible for real. Just because you want to protect the innocent. Just because you want to protect the elderly. Just because you got some cojones in between your legs that don't shrivel up like raisins. I'm sorry y'all have had to see and go through all of this. And I am sorry that so many more people have jumped on and dogpiled on attacking our men folks. Hell no. I don't like it. I like a manly man. You can't type tonight. Don't feel bad. I read Creationism, so there's that. She was one of the seditious six. Oh, Lord. Never mind. Senator Sloskin. Oh, she's defeated. I mean, in the election booth. End of the election booth. Okay, yes. We hope she's defeated in the election booth. You got to keep winking to Morawski too. Take that heifer down. But there's many never Trumpers, many career politicians that want to continue to destroy everything. Hey there, hey Gary, I'm white and I'm a supreme being. And that makes me a white supremacist. Keep thinking highly of yourself. Ain't nobody else gonna do it. Hell, what did the guy down there, T-A-R-T, some Democrat in Texas, you know what he called me? A person with a uterus. Neighbors with uteruses. What about my boobs? Do they count? I mean, they saggy, but they be all right. But I am not a damn neighbor with a uterus. I'm a grandma. I deserve these stretch marks, okay? We wear stretch marks, okay? Y'all wouldn't be here if we didn't have the cradle of the womb of mankind in between our twats.
And another man.
Ain't no man can carry no baby.
No, I said and another minute.
Oh, in another minute.
With a woman who has a uterus.
He's stretching.
That's how you make a baby.
Oh, a boy and a girl dry hump in a bed, and a lot of chemicals are swirling around, and then it's winter serve first. Do y'all understand this? Watch out, blow your mind. Your mama literally been holding y'all in her heart and her body all her life. You just didn't come from anywhere. You've always been here. She just chose the person, and then you chose the sperm. Believe it or not, you have always been a part of a woman all of your life. We was born with y'all. No wonder you get on our nerves. Jack and Gary and Braxton, oh my. We done had y'all in the corner of our left. That's our nut. Y'all know that, right? The these little eggs right here. Yeah, they come with us. So, that y'all been stuck right there. And so when we say you are a pain in the ass, just go up just a little bit and just be like, we apologize. There you go. Hey there, Melissa, how you doing? Tellerico, is that his name? Or something like that. Come tell me I'm a neighbor with a uterus. Okay, then. Hey there, the devil comes to do nothing but kill, steal, and destroy. We talking about Muslims or Democrats. Bam, baby. I mean, Jin said it. Jin said it. She said, I sure the hell did. She said, I fought for this nation. Yes, she did. Hey there, B-Dub. I'm having fun with Suri. Marco Rubio was born in Miami. Welcome to Miami. Okay, we're going to stop there. He a great DJ. I told you, Marco Rubio is natural born and bred. He's the first generation. And the first generation is going to fight for the ones that's been over here all their life. Now watch and see. But I love his one-liners. I love his zings. It's like they can't get a word inchwise into Marco Rubio. But Marco Rubio don't want to go back to Cuba. He don't ever want his family to go back to Cuba. This is literally the nation. They allowed him to be the, one of the mouthpieces for America. Marco Rubio understand what it means to be an actual American citizen because he got it drilled in his head by his mom and dad every day. So he's going to make a great one. So yes, Marco Rubio can run for president of the United States of America. And if it goes down to him or J.D. Vance, they have my vote. I don't give a damn if Brian Kemp from Georgia thinking about running. Pass. I don't care if Ron DeSantis decide to throw his hat in the ring. Pass. We going with Marco or J.D. Vance. So, and then if J.D. Vance step down, it's going to be Marco Rubio. So there's that. Hey, Troy Mitchell, other than that, I don't care about nobody else. Can they swing? They swing. Then I don't want them. Hey now, Gary, would I be a neighbor with a wiener? Don't encourage these damn folks. Don't encourage these people. No, Gary, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't give them another reason to hate you.
That's a good one.
That is not a good one, Dave. Don't be encouraging Gary. He said, what's up, bro? I just celebrated my anniversary, 29 years, and thankfully, much love and respect to my husband and the father of my children. Girl, he put up with you that long. I'm kidding.
Say Grandma Barker's got a good one.
Congratulations and happy anniversary, 29 years. Girl, that is couples gold. Way to go. Congratulations. Seriously. Okay, then. Grandma Barker said, here, this you, Gary. Grandma Barker said, women are born with eggs and men make the little buggers fresh. They gave us a spark of life. Bada bing. I got them all day, Gary. I got them all damn day. It's your anniversary. Made for you and him. Congratulations, girl. Dave's our anniversary, 6 years. You must have been snorting something to be married during 2020, but somehow we still married 6 years later. Ours is the day after my birthday, June the 19th. He's never gonna forget it, 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 never forget it.
Agreed to that date.
He can't forget my birthday nor our wedding anniversary because, honey, I get 2 days, all right? 2 days, okay? That's what I get. JFK Jr. has your vote. If he jumps up there, he might become vice president. He might want to stick to where he's at in the medical, or he might be, an anaconda hunter as much as he picking up damn snakes off the ground. I'll be like, put that down. Like, why are you walking around picking up snakes for no apparent reason? You're gonna pick up 2 black snakes and a copperhead and a rattler. I said, what is wrong with you? Go do some more sit-ups or something. So congratulations, everybody. And Dave said we got 2 minutes left. We at the end of the show. Thank you, Gary. Dude done got me over here just the cheesing and stuff. And I'm still sipping on the same damn tea. So everybody out there, do not forget, get on over there to Fallback USA -2 my Shopify. You can get the bundle pack. For the ones that are a part of the Patreon Founders membership, you get on over there and get your discount. Sorry, Jen. We want to get you something when you get up here. Get on over there and get your discount code. It is over there on Patreon. Consider and pray about being a founding member. Seriously, Gary, this is show 1944. I wouldn't have been able to get this far without y'all. And I don't have no problem with, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. So I appreciate it. Everybody out there. Facebook, get in contact with that damn woman and release her money. There you go. But other than that, let's give our shout outs. I need something strong. Melissa out there, Todd and added Tammy. Girl, you text me and you inbox me on Messenger and now it's just stuck on my phone right there. But I see you. So Tammy out there in Braxton, it was a rattler and a copperhead, right? Talking about white people. Just gonna pick up anything off the ground. I'm running the other way. Woo, child. We need to find that black man and be like, who's gonna rescue that polar bear? White women. Where my white women at? You ain't gotta never see a stray dog without a white woman somewhere near him. Because she can bring them down. I love this stuff. Ain't nobody trying to be racist. I just think it's funny because my black ass ain't gonna do it. All right, then. Trish, everybody, Grandma Barker, stay blessed. Dee Dee, Todd, and Addie, much love. Carol Ann, 15 years in October. Jen, again, Melissa, everybody stay blessed over there. Hold on, Gary. Y'all last. William Beamer, Rhonda out there. Big Dub, stay blessed out there. Kathleen, and wherever the karma went. I will see y'all tomorrow. Don't forget to get on over there. Support, donate, and we will see you for the news at noon tomorrow. Go ahead, Dave.
Here we go. She's on 5 to 7, 9 to 10 p.m. Fallback Productions. Talks about topics of the day and loves her country, the U.S. of A. Got her Get Right rally on tax day. Got family country Trump is her thing. She don't know the songs, gives Dave a hard time. Don't worry, it's fine. He's still her Valentine. Keeps us in the loop. Don't you know, sit back and enjoy the Lucretia You Show.